Boppity-boo.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is our Thoughts Around the League video. I'm Kyle.
I'm not Kyle.
And this is an interesting stat that I actually literally just found. Adam Vinatieri turned 46 today. He made his NFL debut on September 1st, 1996, when Steelers wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, Jets quarterback Sam Darnold, and Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson weren't even born yet.
Okay.
And he looks like Santa. He's got the gray.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I was like, oh, come on. Here's something. I usually don't talk about this. He'll walk into the Hall of Fame?
He has to be.
I would think so.
He has to be.
I think he is right now is the NFL point leader. I think
Yes, he is.
I would think he would be a first round.
He's gotta be.
But imagine if he retires when Brady retires and Breeze retires. They're not going to have 17 guys go in. What is it, 6 every year?
I think it's
guys?
the minimum of 6, maximum of like 8 or 9.
Okay.
I have no problem with 3 first ballot guys.
Oh, I don't have a problem with 5 as long as it's
As long as it's
they deserve it.
like Jason Taylor. Still a little sore about that.
No, I'm not sore about it. You should be more sore about it than me.
I am more
It's
sore
like,
about it because he
really?
should not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, and you know what that tells me? He's better than Ty Law. Way better
No,
than
he's
Ty.
not.
I know.
And he's not.
I know.
He's
I
not better than Ty Law. He's not better than Rodney Harrison.
No, I don't think he's better than McGinnis.
No, it takes me off that Law is still not in the Hall of Fame. Ugh,
What was he,
okay.
All-Century team?
Yeah, I believe he was.
It's because
I'm sorry, but when the rules are changed and they specifically call the rule the Ty Law rule because he just absolutely mugged Marvin Harrison in the AFC Championship game so many times, just ticks me off. Okay. Anyway, thoughts around the league. Who's going to be the first coach fired on Black Monday or Sunday night, as the trend has been happening the last 2 years?
Okay, I think the guy for Tampa Bay is gone.
Dirk Cutter, gone.
I think the guy for the Jets is gone.
Yep.
How many years has the guy been coaching for the Bills?
3 or 4.
I think he's gone.
Yeah. So we're 3 of 3 for now. Vance Joseph in Denver.
Yeah. I
think he's going to be gone. Adam Gase in Miami.
I think you got to, but Tannehill wasn't his guy.
No, exactly.
That's
to me, there's a caveat with that one. There's a lot of people.
And
lot
2
of
years
reports,
ago, they were in the playoffs.
Exactly.
2 years.
Yeah, it was his first
And this year they beat Miami, or they beat
New England.
again.
There's
Which shouldn't count for anything, but that's like their Super Bowl.
There's a lot of speculation around the fact a lot of people think that Arizona is actually going to go ahead and move on from Steve Wilkes, even though he's only been there for 1 year.
How can they do that? That team is riddled with injuries.
Exactly. That's what I can't figure out too.
Injuries. No, I don't. That would be
part of the reason is Steve Keim, their GM, he was arrested for DUI towards the start of the season, and they said he's kind of on thin ice with the team and stuff. And the GM for the and so a lot of people think that he's probably going to be let go at the end of the season. And so then the question becomes, if they have a new GM candidate already there, is he going to immediately come and say, I want to pick my own guy as coach and move on?
Well, I could see doing that the second year because they're not bringing him in like they did with the guy for Cleveland. Where they're bringing him in to make changes.
Yeah.
And he came in and said, you don't get to choose who your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. I mean, he didn't say you're gone.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
But he did.
And then there are also reports that if they miss the playoffs, John Harbaugh will be let go in Baltimore. But I agree with you. I think the new quarterback, gives him at least 1 more year.
Yeah. I think so.
Marvin Lewis, will he finally be fired?
No. He's a boomerang, man. You just throw him out there. And what are they? 6 and?
I think
6 and 10.
6 and 10.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because here's the thing: are they going to hire Hugh Jackson afterwards?
That's what they're saying.
What a bunch of dolts!
Is that he's going to resign and they're gonna hire Hugh and promote Hugh to the head coach.
Marvin Lewis. I will only step down if you get somebody with a worse record than me.
Right. And then you and I talked about this. If the Steelers miss the playoffs, there has to be a discussion.
There won't be, but
there won't be, but there needs to be a discussion.
But you know why?
About Mike Tomlin.
This is my feeling. You know why there won't be a discussion?
I know why.
He's black.
Exactly. I completely agree. But yeah, there needs to be a discussion because it's like you and I think it was you that said, in regards to Le'Veon Bell, him and the GM both thought, you know what? We're going to prove to you we don't need you to win. We're not going to sign you. We're going to stiff you, keep you out of the league this year. And they may miss the playoffs.
Oh, it's not up to them if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's up to another scenario.
Yeah.
I think he should be. It should be a conversation.
Oh, I think so too.
I mean, last year, what did they go 14-2 last year?
Something like that. No, they went 12-4. I think it was.
Okay, was it the year before that they went 14-2?
Something.
They just
Yeah.
blew. They went into to New England and got absolutely trounced.
Yeah.
And then they last year at home
Against Jacksonville.
got absolutely their asses handed to them. I mean, they weren't even games.
No,
it was like
they
really
weren't.
You let Blake Bortles have the Blake
game
Bortles should have gave them
life.
a check. Should have gave them a check.
Oh,
That's what got him the.
If that's what got him that extension, he
Oh,
needed to
yeah.
cut part of that and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, Steelers, here you go, thank you."
I think it's because he was like, what was he like the third black coach, the third or fourth head coach. I know it was a big deal at the time.
Yeah.
That because the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
And he was.
Which
I
the
remember
Rooney
it was
Rule's such a joke
Well,
now.
I just remember going, okay, I don't know who he is, and let him do that. But he was one, and he's got a Super Bowl ring.
With Cowers, guys.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with that in the slightest, but he still has a ring.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, why isn't there that level of scrutiny on him?
Yeah.
And the only thing that comes out, because you just were talking about a guy who, he's black, the guy in Arizona.
Yeah.
They're not, okay, you're because it's his first year and he didn't do good. Hugh Jackson, okay, you don't have a good record.
Yeah.
This is a downward sliding record that he has.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can think of. Because anybody else, I mean, you're looking at Harbaugh right now, and only because they have this slim chance to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Has he not already been? I think if they lose, I wouldn't be shocked if he's gone.
Oh, I wouldn't be either.
Because he hasn't done anything. When they went to the Super Bowl,
they have not made the postseason
after
since
the Super Bowl.
2014.
Yeah, after the Super Bowl, they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I mean, 8-8 was a great year.
Yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree. So by this time next week, there will be some vacancies in head coaching positions around the NFL.
And you know what else it is, too, I think? I believe Mike Tomlin would say part of his criticism is because he's black.
That part of the reason he gets criticized is because he's black?
Yeah. I've heard him make, not that exact kind of comment, but I've heard him make comments.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I've talked to 4 or 5 people, and Pittsburgh just seems to be whiny right now. It used to be, and I mean, it used to be like Cowher and those guys. They didn't complain about anything. You lose, you get up, you dust yourself off, you go back out, and you punch you down the mouth.
Yeah.
Not, oh, it was bad calls, and oh, this is not going on, and oh, this is.
Yeah, it's because Mike Tomlin, I don't think he's a very disciplined person.
Oh, I think he is. I just, he's a defensive-minded guy, and they don't have a defensive team.
No. Oh my gosh, their defensive coordinator today. Who are they playing? Who are they playing? Oh, they were talking about the Bengals. They're playing the Bengals. Was talking about, we got to make sure to stop Tyler Eifert. He's been really big for him. He's been on IR since September 30th.
Who was saying this?
Their defensive coordinator, the Steelers' defensive coordinator, in an interview today, was talking about Tyler Eifert and how they have to make sure they stop him because he's been doing great for the Bengals all year long. He hasn't played since September. It's a little different than when Stephen A was saying that last week or
Who
whatever.
cares? That guy's just a...
He's a media
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
This is a coach. This is a defensive coordinator.
And
The
also-
one that's responsible for a game plan.
It also tells you how little they care about Cincinnati.
Yeah. It's just, oh my gosh. That's like a couple years ago, Jeff Fisher was talking about Danny Woodhead. He said Danny's a great running back for him. Like, okay, we've only had 2 Dannys on offense the last few years.
Danny Woodhead.
It's either Danny Amendola, who's a wide receiver, or Danny Woodhead, who hasn't played for us for 4 years. It's oh my gosh! I just laughed when I saw that this morning. I just started cracking up. I was like, "You idiot! You don't even know the guys on the team you're playing." Which McGinnis constantly talks about when he was interviewing Bill at the Combine a few years ago, and he talked about, he said, "Man, the veterans, we hate the ones coming in. They hated those pop quizzes on Thursdays. Like, hey, this guy, I want to know what position he plays, what he's done this year, where he went to college. Does he play more of an inside? Is he a sub package guy?"
I remember him asking Welker in the football life or football Bill Belichick asking Welker, "Do you know who so and so was?"
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's the guy that started before Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of laughs. I was like, okay, and then I think with the next year he was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's our thoughts around the league. I did it again. I went on a little bit of a Steelers rant.
Well, no, I think that's a legitimate criticism.
It is a legitimate criticism
of a coach. I also think, and I don't know, I truly don't know why the media, and it's the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys.
He's a media darling.
No. They've created these scenarios or rivalries that don't exist, like the Pittsburgh-New England rivalry.
It's not a rivalry.
I don't know if it ever has been. I mean, you might go back to Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, maybe that is, but it's not. It's
What is
not
it?
a rivalry when you're
They're
3
and
26.
11.
Yeah.
3 and
I go-
11. That
I
is
go-
not a rivalry.
I go, well, how did that get that? I mean, you can say a rivalry game is Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I mean, like right now, can the Steelers fans say that it's a rivalry game against they have a rivalry against Jacksonville? Because Jacksonville has cleaned their clock the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And I just go, what is, and there's just not a I have watched criticism start to get laid at his feet, and they just stop.
Yeah.
The only one I've ever seen kind of push a little bit was Chris Carter.
Yeah.
And that was it. And he was starting to get pissed
Jason
off.
Whitlock a little bit too.
Yeah, and he was starting to get pissed.
Yeah.
And I just have that, and I don't get it from anybody else that has to do with their color at all.
Yeah.
There's not that chip, not anything, and I just go, and I think it might be because Pittsburgh made a big deal about hiring a black coach.
Yeah.
That might be what's part of my psyche.
All right, so those are our thoughts around the league heading into Week 17. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the final week of the regular season, guys.
Go Chargers!